Alright, now today I want to help you guys with just making a maze for this game and how you operate around a maze. So the first thing obviously is, how do we build that maze? So a maze has to be a sprite. It can't just be built into your background because your character has to interact with that sprite. So you gotta say, well, oh, you can't run into that sprite. If it was just in the background, you could run right through the sprite. So you have to create a new sprite for that. So now I was doing that now. And my costumes for my sprite 2, I haven't renamed it yet, so I'm going to go to my information panel. I'm going to rename it, let's say, I'll call it Maze. Call it Maze 1 or whatever you want. Just have to signify that it is that action. Okay, so that's our maze. Now I can finish drawing it. And I'm not going to finish doing all the art I can now. Make sure it's in some tips, though. Make sure it's in bitmap mode. And see down here on the right, it shows that it's in bitmap mode. Probably use the line or the block tool. And one tip I figured out is if you hold down the shift key while you're doing your line will be straight. So you can draw lines here. Oh, and here's how you can adjust the thickness. You can adjust the color. You can make a purple line and say, oh, I want to have a line here, a line here. You can make the maze however you want. And that's how you devise the maze. And now we need to make sure that the cat doesn't run into those walls or go through them. The simplest way is, when I put in my backpack this movement thing, it might be easy if you kept all the code you might use for a lot in games especially in your backpack, because then you can just pull it right out. So this is my code for moving with the arrows. So now I need to add something here. So we need a new if in all of these. And I think you'll understand when we do this. See that my hexagon fits in my if statement. If touching, and now it's not showing up. It's not showing the maze yet. If touching, not sprite 1, and it's not the edge. It's not the mouse pointer. Oh, that's because I'm in the maze sprite. Oops. Let's go back into the sprite 1. Pull this in. I'll get rid of that other code later. See, for each of these, we don't need this if edge bounce anymore. We need an if touching the maze. So if the cat is touching the maze, what should it do after it moves? It should move. Do you think it should move forward into that wall? I think not. We should move backwards, and to do backwards we need a negative sign. So we could say, if touching the maze, move backwards 5 steps. And you not only need it there, you'll need it here, you'll need it here, you'll need it in each of the places where you'll have to move -5 steps if he's touching a wall. And then your cat will never run through the wall. Okay, I'll follow up with another video on moving your mouse around.